Sagittarius, come on in. About to do your February 15th to 21st tarot reading. We're going to get you an oracle card here to start, give you a general vibe of the reading. Then we're going to do a 3-card spread with a couple clarifiers and maybe an outcome card if the ending doesn't look very clear to us. So let's get that general vibe card for you, Sagittarius. And one last shuffle should do. Oh geez, cards just want to fly out today. Don't know what's up with that. But we have got, for your general vibe, Serendipity card. Very lucky card. And Serendipity card. It's serendipitous. Somebody had that last week. Was it you, Sagittarius? I feel like it was. Might not have been. But anyway, Sagittarius, the Serendipity card is very lucky, right? It's a 4-leaf clover on here. This person's hanging on to it, being pulled away by luck, you know, whether you want it or not. So that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome way to start out this reading. So luck coming in for you, Sagittarius. So let's get your 3-card spread to see what's so lucky about you today. Well, this week. No, not this week. The week coming. Jeez. So let's get a 3-card spread, past, present, future for Sagittarius, January 15th to 21st, 2021. So we have for you in your past energy, we've got the Queen of Swords. I believe Aries also had the Queen of Swords in their past energy. I believe so. So maybe you want to check them out as well. Queen of Swords, she's a card of, you know, mental clarity. You see your head's above the clouds here. She's a card of, you know, I'm not taking anyone's guff. I'm not taking anyone's crap anymore. She has her hand out to receive. Like, she's like willing to accept things, but she knows the truth. And if you don't tell her the truth, and you're not honest with the Queen of Swords, she will cut you with that sword, you know. And so I'm seeing, you know, very lucky energy here is sort of like you cutting through the sort of the lies, cutting through the dishonesty, cutting through sort of people kind of trying to hide things from you. You're just being like, listen, if you don't give me the truth, I'm out of here, right? Like, you don't give me the truth, I'm done. You know, I'm just not putting up with it. So that's in your past energy. So it seems like you're tired of putting up with stuff, right? I would say you're tired of putting up with other people's junk, other people lying and not telling you the truth and not just being honest, right? Like, come on, people, let's be adults here. It's leading to the Page of Pentacles. Pages are cards of like learners. Pages are guys that, well, guys and gals. Pages are guys and gals that sort of, they want to learn. They're meticulous. They want to plan stuff out. They want security. Pentacles are cards of, you know, material world, your finances, things of that nature. So it seems like you're trying to cut through all the junk to get to somewhere so that you can start down this path of having financial security. And this is a very lucky time for you with the Serendipity card. It seems like this is a good time to kind of, you know, push for honesty, push for the truth, push for clarity. This is leading to your future energy, which is the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is a card of sort of being left out in the cold here. 5s are cards of conflict. Pentacles, of course, as we mentioned, material world. It feels like maybe someone's feeling kind of left out in the cold because of this, you know, because of kind of this push you're making. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't make that push, though, because oftentimes what happens is, you know, you do kind of sometimes have to be the bad guy in situations. You do kind of have to be like, hey, like, I'm doing this. I'm, you know, setting up stuff. I'm, you know, trying to get things going here. I'm trying to be happy with my life. And people can sometimes take that the wrong way and kind of feel like you're being a jerk to them, but you're just trying to get stuff in order. You're just trying to be happy. So I feel like right now, you know, someone feels left out in the cold because of your actions. Or maybe you're feeling left out in the cold because people are feeling like you're treating them like crap or something with this Queen of Swords. And you're focused on money and not focusing on sort of like the emotional side. Maybe that's a loved one or a friend or someone who just kind of feels like, you know, your new focus on these kind of things, these unemotional stuff is kind of leaving them out in the cold. But let's get some clarifiers for you, Sagittarius. Now's a good time if you want to leave a like. That really helps out the channel, and I appreciate that. Appreciate any support you want to give. You can subscribe because I do videos like this every week, and you should check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos as well, because you'll get a full picture of what's coming to you through the week, because we are complicated creatures, not defined by a single astrological sign. But let's get your 2 clarifier cards. Man, we're getting a lot of flippers today. I don't take flippers. I do take pop outs though. That card that flipped was the 7 of Wands. This card of like, you know, right? Like when you know, right? But we'll see what we got. We got the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is a card of balance. This is between the Queen of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, by the way. But the 6 of Pentacles is a card of balance. It's a card of sort of like giving as well, but making sure that you're secure, like not giving so much that it puts you out in the cold. So it seems like, you know, you're being giving financially, you're being generous, you're sort of giving what you can, but maybe that's not what people necessarily want. Like they want more from you, and they kind of feel like you're leaving them out in the cold because of that. But that's between the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Between the Page of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, rather, is the Emperor, the boss, the King of Kings. This is the Triple H card. The King of Kings. He's the king of all the 4 kings of the minor arcana: the swords, the pentacles, the cups, and the wands. He's all 4 of them wrapped into one. He's the big boss. So I feel like you're kind of putting out that kind of a vibe. You know, you're kind of putting out that vibe of, hey, like I'm the big boss, I'm the one in charge here. And this is kind of leading to people being like out in the cold, right? Like sometimes when we do boss up like this, when we kind of like take charge and we're like, no, this is kind of, I'm gonna take control, I'm gonna take the reins, I'm gonna focus down on what I want, I'm gonna do all this. People can feel that way. They can feel kind of like you're being a jerk. They can feel like you're leaving them out in the cold. But let's get an outcome card here for you, Sagittarius. Because we have no real outcome here. We just got a lot of people feeling out in the cold because of you kind of taking the reins and being sick of all this and wanting to get clarity and wanting to get your financial situation in order, your material world in order. And you're giving. Like you are giving and you're bossing up. Like there's nothing wrong with any of that. It's just people maybe this isn't what they usually expect out of you. But for an outcome card, we got the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of sort of, well, strength, obviously. But the Strength card is, I compare it to the Chariot in that there are 2 cards of control. The Chariot is a card of hard control, where you kind of take the reins of the chariot and you're making things go the way you want them to go. Whereas the Strength card here, this woman on here has tamed this wild beast. And while this woman isn't physically imposing, she isn't something that you would typically associate with like strength, with like brawn. She has tamed this beast, which is a different kind of strength, right? It's a show of strength, right? It's a passive strength, unlike the Chariot, which is a hard strength. It's like a hard control, right? So from what I'm seeing here is that, you know, Strength card here is just saying that you need to, like, you're showing off how strong you are. You're showing off the people, like, you're not going to be pushed around. You're showing off the people that, like, yes, they may feel like they're out in the cold and they may feel like they're sort of like being kind of pushed aside, but you're showing like your real strength. You're showing off like, hey, this is me. This is what I've got. Like, this is probably, you know, maybe another reason why you may want to stick around with me. Maybe there's another reason why you might love me, or another side of me that you've never seen before that you would really enjoy. So that's what I'm seeing for you here, Sagittarius. I'm seeing a lot of you cutting through, you getting clarity, you getting your finances in order, and you bossing up. And people maybe feeling left out in the cold, but ultimately it's a show of strength. It's a show of, you know, who you really are. And it's a lucky time. I feel like people may feel out in the cold right now with this. I feel like they may feel out in the cold right now, but this is a good time to be doing that. I feel like this is a time that people feel like, you know, you do this and then it's just kind of like, oh, okay, I see why you did this. Like, you know, I get it. Right? I think people will be more understanding at this time. You know, serendipity here, I think, is a lucky time to be, a very lucky time to be getting into this, because you're you're just going to be showing off your strength. And people are going to be like, okay, yes, I see now that this was good of you. This was good for you, even though maybe I felt left out in the cold in the meantime. But that's all I got for you, Sagittarius. Remember, you can like the video if you liked it. You can subscribe. You can check out your Sun, Moon, Rising videos, because as I say, we are complicated creatures, not bound by a single astrological sign. And I hope to see you in the next video.